各位朋友们好。
Hello everyone.
我现在在台湾的新北禅堂和大家又见面了哈。
I'm now at Taiwan Xinbei Meditation Center, and I'm here to see all of you again. Welcome all to watch our live broadcast today. Today, our focus is still on energy blessing. I hope that this will help those with karmic connections to help you relieve some pain.
那我上次在台北禅堂
The last sessions, when I was at Taipei Meditation Center, I did a session, similar session. I'm not sure if it was effective. Master, it was very effective. Actually, these few days, we received many people from Taipei, as well as other internet friends, their response. It was a very thick response. Would you like to hear? Yes. Today, some are here today, and they want to be here to thank Masters for your great blessing. First, we'd like to invite Ling Xunxian, Sister Ling Xunxian. Hello, Master.
你有什么样的故事分享啊？
What's your story that you'd like to share?
我呢，就是在师父加持结束之后
Master, after your blessing,
2-3年的那个小腿的僵硬感
the stiffness of my lower calf completely disappears, and that problem has been with me for 2 to 3 years.
小腿，你刚才说是物质帮着解释一下。
Can you just explain what is it?
小腿僵硬。
At the calf, there is this bloatedness and there's this stiffness, and the conditions exist for 2 to 3 years.
好像是一个很常见的问
I
题。
think this is a very common symptoms for
这么一天
ladies.
之后就是。
So after the sessions, you recovered?
哦
Yes, indeed, Master. Thank you,
真是
Master.
啊，恭喜恭喜。
That's
你好
great.
运气哈。
You were very
还
fortunate.
有我那一天
Also on the
加持
day
结束之
after
后
the
我睡
blessing,
得更香
I
更
could sleep
甜
really
了
well.
睡得还好了。
对，
哦
感恩师父。
Thank you,
你之前
Master.
睡得不够那么踏实嘛？
Couldn't
对
you
我
sleep
连一根针
previously?
掉下去我都知道。
No, I couldn't sleep very well. In the
其实你
past,
适
I
合
could
另外
even
一种
hear
工
a
作
pin
就看大门
drop.
看库房的，是吧？别说贼靠近
Well,
了
I think a
贼
good
一
job
响
for
这
you
个
would be a
信念你接
security
收到
guard
讯号了。
to guard
哦，
the
就是之前
store.
睡不踏实。
对，
哦。
So
那
now I
一天之
know.
后
So
就
you
睡得
have
挺好
insomnia
哈
problems,
睡得
and
很
after that,
安
your
稳
insomnia
那我
problems
提示呢，以
disappears.
后哈，
My
你要结
advice
合
to
做
you
八
is
卦
that you should
好的，
combine
收到。
还不够
with
的话
energy
哎
bagua.
那么
And if you
3天
find
2头
that
的
that's
时候
not enough,
睡觉前
before you sleep, you use the soaking lake methods that are introduced. That is very effective. It will help you to sleep really well. I'm sure Wu Zi, you know about this method. Master, there is another. There is also, we also have this
感恩师
tea,
父，
好，恭喜你哈！
感恩
Sleeping
师
Beauty
姐
tea. Thank you, Master.
哎，给个礼物吧。
We
给
have
个
a
礼
prize
物
for
哈
you.
感恩师傅，
八卦1000天，
Give
八卦
me
1000天，
the
来，
the badge,
来，
energy
把礼物拿
bagua
给我来。
badge. Pass me the presents.
好，那我们请丽娟师姐啊，请准备。
哎呀，好，八卦1000天，再
So
加
you
一
have
个
this
这个八卦
badge
衫
and
哈
energy
啊
bagua
透气轻松
for
啊
you. And this is quick dry T-shirt. That's for you.
好，下一位，
So the
师
next
傅
sharing.
好
Hello,
来
Master.
自台湾嘉义，
I'm
我
from
叫陈丽
Taiwan.
娟
Jiayi,
那一天
my
在
name
师
is
傅
Chen
您的大
Lijian.
能量加持下
During that
我
great
感觉一
blessing
股大能量一直
sessions,
笼罩
I
着
felt
我
that there's this
全
great
身
energy
直
over
冒
me,
汗发热
and
而且一直打嗝。
I kept burping,
那师傅您
and I
加
was
持完毕
perspiring.
之后，
And after that,
哎，我感觉整
my
个
whole
身心
body,
是
I
很舒
felt
畅
that
的
it's so
僵硬的
relaxed.
肩膀，
My
好
shoulder
僵硬的肩
used to
膀
be very
松了
tense,
然后整
and
个
it
脸颊
completely
是很
relaxed.
红润的。
My face was
哦
very
真的很
radiant.
感恩师傅。
那也
I'm
就是
very
那天
thankful
您
to
的受益
Master.
是之前肩膀
So your problem was that in the
僵硬的
past, your shoulder was very stiff, your stiff shoulder.
到僵
So
硬的程度
it
的
was
话
so stiff
其
that
实
after
是
the
挺不舒
blessing,
服的，是吧？
it relieved the pain.
是
And also, my left wrist 6 months ago, for unknown reason, there's this discomfort and pain. And after Master blessing, 80% recovered. So look at it. It becomes very flexible. My whole entire wrist is very flexible now. Thank you, Master. And also about a month ago, because I feel like there's this chest, very discomfort, and after the blessing, this discomfort feeling completely disappears. So I could feel relief. So I want to thank you, Masters. I'm so thankful that we have you. There's a prize for you too. Energy Bagua. This is the belt. It will help you slim down, and it will also protect your waist. It will also help you gain accelerations in terms of the Energy Bagua Kung Fu, and you have this 1,000 days batch for you. What a great sharing. Our Taiwanese, we want to, our friends, please try not to clap so loudly so that we can hear their sharing. Who is next? I'm from Taichung, Ling Xiaoping. After Master's blessing, I was driving on the expressway, and suddenly on my left eye, I felt this intense pain, and of the pain, it was tearing. It's like I couldn't see very clearly on the left. Why is it that you were driving when? Oh, so you were actually turning on your cell phone to listen to my blessing, and you have the reactions. So I was actually listening to the blessing because I was driving, but my tears came in. I kept tearing, and I quickly try to get to the slow lane of the expressway. And after that, I find that the problems with my eyes, the problems completely disappears. Actually, the right eyes, I also have the problems, and I have floaters in the floaters eyes. So before that, Masters had a blessing before. So my right eyes, the floaters condition disappears, and after the blessing, the most recent blessing, my left eyes also disappears. So you look at yourself. I mean, like, you never give your eyes a rest. After the inventions of TVs and cell phone, our eyes are working excessively. So it is very easy to have problems of the eyes. So it's great. It's congratulations to you. So what you receive is 1,000 days batch, and there's this tower for you. The Energy Bagua Tower, that's your present. That's great sharing. And we have another sharing. Hello, Master. I'm from Xinbei Huangyu Pei. After Master's blessing, I asked my husband to stop working earlier because he has this back pain for 1 to 2 months, and he has seen sick treatment but was not effective. After Master's blessing, he felt that the pain disappears extensively, and I look at him, he could walk very easily. Before that, he couldn't walk with ease. He needs to support caught his back when he walked. And he was very tense. I could see from his facial expression. But after that, he was able to walk freely. Thank you, Masters. Was he here on that day? No, we were actually at home. We were watching the live broadcast at home. Wow, you have great feelings? So the other one, just now, the sharing from the other sisters from Taichung, she was driving on the expressway. Yes, that day I especially asked my husband to come back from work. So how bad is your husband's back pain? Well, he said that it's between 1 to 10, the pain level. He could feel level 8 of pain, so that's quite unbearable pain. After Master's blessing, he felt that the pain has dropped to level 3. And I looked at him for the last 2 days. He felt a lot more relaxed. Thank you, Masters. Well, that is great. So we have a prize for you as well. Actually, she also has her own sharing. Would you like to share? Yes, Master. Please share. For me, because I always had pain of a headache. And on the day of Master's blessing, I felt that I kept tearings and I couldn't. I feel like sleepy. But after the blessing, the pain disappears. The headache disappears. That's great. I have one suggestion for you. You have to practice energy bakwa. Practice for 1,000 days. Thank you, Masters. Where you have there's an illness awaiting you. There's heart disease awaiting you. Because a lot of time, the heart disease, there are multiple ways. But if you have enough energy, you will not have, even if you have a heart attack, but you will find that the symptoms is not severe. So when we have enough energy, our heart will be able to pump effectively and you'll be able to enjoy longevity. So the prize for you, you and your husband will each receive a prize from me. This is for husband. And for you, I'll give you this energy bakwa. It's very practical. It's very light and effective. You have another sharing? Hello, Master. I'm from Taipei. My name is Chu Lihua. When received Master's blessing, my left at the back, at the lower lumbar, I had this pain. That was actually an old illness. I actually fell down from a tree when I was young. And after Master's blessing, the intensity of the pain disappears. This is an old injury. Thank you, Master, for healing an old injury. That is great. You have a prize too. So you have this 1,000 days of batch, and you have this very beautiful chanting beads, crystal chanting beads for you. And we have another Dharma sisters. Hello, Master. I'm from Taipei, Yuanzi Han. On the day of Master's blessing, my left neck, the right neck relaxed. Actually, 5-6 years, I couldn't move my neck properly, inflexibility of my neck. So after Master blessings, I felt that my neck could move more freely. Do you still feel the pain when you move your head? Just very slightly, but it has improved a lot already. And in the past, when I moved, it was painful. And now, it disappears. It was great. Thank you, Master. And there's another one. The benefits. And also my back. Because I take the motorcycle. And when I had a car accident, I had pain and I couldn't And during that day's blessing, my spine, the pain, the spine injury seems to have healed. I just want to thank Master. Thank you, Master.
可是师父还有一个受益，想不想听？
I have another benefit. On the day, I want to see a doctor because my ear has a little growth. In a ear, there is this growth. And I'm supposed to see the doctor. And after I see the doctor said, and he said that, no, there's nothing there. I said, are you sure? Are you sure? And the doctor said, yes. And in my heart, I was so happy. I said, oh, Masters have given me the blessing. I completely healed. Thank you. I just want to ask you, so you have this little, so there's this like a grain size inside, in the inner side, in the inner ears. So there's this growth, a small growth, like a little grain size growth. And she went to see the doctor because of this condition. So the doctor used a scope to scope the inner ears. And after the scope, found that there's nothing there, there's no growth there. So she felt that it's because of Master's blessing that day that actually disappears. That's triple blessings. Congratulations. So that's 1,000 days. That's for you. And also, Crystal, I'm so happy to see so many people benefit. I'm sure many people benefit a lot. But because of limited time, we can't have everyone to share. Actually, today, I don't want to hear to too many because I just want you to receive the blessing. So today, I hope to continue to provide more energy blessings for all with karmic connections, because when you have the pain, it is a sign that your health is suffering. But when I see that all of you that shares, like some of them have the stiff necks condition disappears, or the back pain disappears and they can move their spine freely, and some may have some unrelated or not related to the spine or neck, but other type of pain. I'm sure many people will have different types of experience, and your benefits is a form of encouragement to me. And I will carry out a deeper, a more effective blessing. And before the blessing,
师父好，在上一次直播加持的这尾声的时候呢，师父给我们全体的网友介绍了上两尊特别尊贵的佛像。
introduced to us two very special Buddha statues, and one of them is a purple jade light, and the other one is the longevity's Buddhas. And Master says that will give very great blessings to people who invite this. But at the end of it, we have very auspicious two couples who invite them. They are so delighted, so they have invited us to. And Master says that today I'm going to bless you. So today they are here with us today, and they are here waiting for Master's great blessings. It is just a sincere blessing. It is such a beautiful Buddhas. Everyone who invite them, I feel that they have great fortune. I will wish them. The name is Lanxin, Landu. Their families, their descendants, to have auspiciousness. They will have great success in their career and great fortune. Thank you, Master. Thank you, Masters, for the blessing. And on the day, there are some who have people with great affinity. Fayu, she also invited the longevity's Buddhas It is a Qing dynasties during Qinglong's emperor era. I mentioned to you that Emperor Qinglong is a very great emperor in the Chinese history. Is well regarded in the Chinese history, and he is also a very filial son. Every year, he would actually create many longevities Buddhas during the mom's birthday to wish the mom's longevities. The other reason is because in the future, the mothers will also become Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and they will not be suffering in the human realm. So there is actually a deep meaning to it. And also to thank moms for bringing him up. And also I want to wish Fa Yu to have longevities, great fortunes, and have great fortunes. And the descendants will be very filial and enjoy longevities. I want to wish another one. And somebody who invited yellow. We have another Buddha. Wishing Jiayi centers everyone to receive health, longevities, auspiciousness, and be saved, and great fortune. Thank you, Master. So we want to chant briefly with sincerity. Let's connect with Buddha. After we connect with Buddha, we will perform the energy blessing. And after that, we will have medicine Buddhas and all heavenly deities who come and bless all. So we want to make sure that you have sincerity as you chant. Let's chant.
Begtse
Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse 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 Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha Dien Ta Hong Begtse Begtse Maha Begtse Lanza Samu Kade Soha 我们接下来呢，准备接受加持。
So now be prepared to receive the blessing.
所有的朋友们呢，无论你是过去学过还是没学过，
All, regardless whether you have learned before, it doesn't matter.
我的加持呢是针对各种
My
各样
blessing
的
is
健康问
focused
题，
on different type
疾病
of
问题，
health
无
problems.
论觉得是轻的还
Whether
是
is
重的，
it very
从头到脚，从内到外，我希望能给你带来帮
serious
助。
or not so serious,
如果你
whether
第一
it's
次来呢，
internal or
你觉得
external,
有点
I hope that it
不可
will
思议
benefit
哈，
you in some way.
真有这么
If
神
you're
吗？
first time, you maybe
不知道。
wonder, is it such a miracle?
让你自己的感受
Well, I do not
来
know.
说话。
Use your own
我不想
feelings
见证
to
什
be
么，
a
我
testimonial.
只想能帮你做一点什
I
么。
am not here to prove anything, but I'm just here to
现在
help
网友
you.
留言留了一大堆，
Some
给我
have
来信
a
有
lot
几百封，
of
都是受益的，就
message,
上次的受益啊。
and many
我
have
一封
left
都
a
没有
lot
读。
of message, a lot of
我只
letters
希望
about
为
their
大家
benefits.
真
I
实的
didn't
做一
read
点什
any.
么啊。
I just want to
希
be
望能
genuinely
消
help
除你的
you,
疼痛，
and I hope that you'll be able to
是否
help
能
you
消除你
to
的疾
relieve your
病呢？
pain.
不知道
Whether you'll be able
啊。
to
如果
relieve
你
your
很
pain
幸运，也
completely,
许
I'm not
就
sure.
会得
Well,
到
if you are
非
a
常
very
好的效
fortunate
果与加持，
person, you may
啊，
receive great
并且是
blessings.
在下一个周末，我
And by
还会继
next
续加
weekend,
持啊，
and next
连
weekend, I
续
will
加持
continue
3
to do
场
this.
啊。
I will
我希
perform
望大
3
家
energy
啊
blessing.
真正能够
And
受
I
益。
hope that many will
你
benefit
只要
from
放
this.
松就好了
All you
啊，
have
不
to
需要
do
做
is
什么其
just to
他的，无
relax
论
your
你看
body.
还是听
You
都
don't
可
have
以
to do
啊。
anything.
但只是说提醒呢，
My
如果正
reminder
在
is that
开车的
if
朋
you are
友们
driving,
就只听就好了
you just
啊，还要
listen.
专心。
You should
如果说
focus on
眼睛
driving,
有模糊
and
呀，
you feel that your
刚才
eyesight
台中的
is,
朋友说的，
you
哎，我一
experience
边
some
听我一边开
tearing.
车，可是这个时候泪
Just
水
like
不
just
断
now,
的流，
someone shares
那这
that
样会影
she
响我们的
drives and she kept
开车
tearing.
的安全
This
问
may
题啊。
affect the
所以你要
safety, your
把
own
车在
safety.
安全的
So
情
you
况下
want to
停到路边
park your
啊，
car
停到
at the
路边
side
找
of the
安全的
road
地方，你
and
那个加持完
continue
之后你
the
再开
blessing
啊。
and
对，那通
drive
常
only after
在
the
加持的
blessing
时候
is
不要开车
completed.
啊。
So my advice is
这
that when we
个
are
我们
performing
之
the
后
blessing,
呢，
try
我
not
们
to
直
drive.
播圆满之
After
后，
the
你
live
可以
broadcast
抽空
completion,
在家
you
里
can
很安
try
全的地
to
方啊，再重复
revisit
去
or you
听，
can try to
那么
listen
就会又
again.
得到再一
You
次
will
的加
find
持啊，
that you will
效果也
you
是
will
挺好
receive
的
the
啊。
second round of
所
blessing. It
以
should be
我
very
们
effective as well.
加持的这段视频的话
So
呢，
during
之
these
后应
videos,
该
after
是放
this,
20-30
I
年都
think
是有效
we
果
will
的
put
啊。
for 20 or 30 years and
所
you
以
will
不在
still
那
to
那
be
一会儿
effective.
啊，所以
So
不
it
要
is
赶那
not
个
at
时
this
间
moment. So
啊，
if
就
at
你
this
只要能
time
放松就
you
好了。
can't listen, it's fine.
完
All
我
you
来
have
信
to
他
do
那个
is just to
口
relax
那个
yourself.
腿痛啊，这听到加持完之后，那个腿痛都恢复正常了。
Many of our internet
那个
friends
狗
shares
腿走
that
路就不
they
管
have
啊，
some knee pain
何
or
况是你
legs
的
pain.
腿。
And after that, the
准备
pain
开始了。
disappears. So get ready.
我做的事情你可以理解，也许理解不了，
Well,
没关
the
系。
thing that I
最后
do, you
疼
may
痛
be
会
able
消
to
失。
comprehend or you may not be able to understand, but that's perfectly fine. What is most important is that your pain disappears.
咱吓一跳哈，现场的人要能看到我哈，就你进入一个状态。
So for those who are present, you enter into a different state.
接受加持不是进入禅定，
Receiving energy blessing is not getting into a meditative state.
再关掉一个灯光。
We're going to dim the light further.
我的声音会很大啊，现场的音响可以降低一点啊。 我旁边的灯光关掉。 现场的朋友呢，现场朋友把手机关掉啊。
Please turn on the cell
不要
phone for
影响
those who
到
are here
别人，也
so
不要
that
影响到我给大家
it
加持。
does not affect others, does not affect
先把
me.
手机关机。
So please turn on your cell phone for those who are present.
否则对你是不利的。
Otherwise, it's not good for you.
我当带大家进入
When I bring you
过去800年的时
enter
空，
into a state of 800 years prior,
一切疾病、
all
一切
disease
烦恼、一
all
切邪灵
trouble
与你无关。
will have no relationship with you.
你
Even
也
all
不是
spirits
你，
will have no relationship
你
with
就是一
you.
场梦。
You are nothing.
每
You
个
are
人仅
merely
仅
a
是一场梦
dream.
而已。
Everyone is nothing but a dream.
现在我们在800年前。
We are 800 years ago.
我们什么都不是。
We are nothing.
连一滴水都不是。
Not even a droplet of water.
我们就没有。
We have non-existence.
只是你认为病痛是你的。
It is just that you feel that the pain
我认为
is yours.
你什么都没有。
I think
你也不是你，根本就
that
没
you
有
have
你。
nothing. You have no existence. You do not exist.
原来的你都已经被我砸碎了。
The original you has already been disintegrated by me. 从现在起， From this moment,
你开始变得健康和透明了。
you start to become
我会帮
healthy
你
and transparent.
会实现你心中一个美好的愿望。
I will help you fulfill your greatest wish.
在外游荡的灵魂归回原体本位。
All floating soul, return to your original body.
回来。
Return.
回来。
Return.
一片蔚蓝平静的大海。
A clear azure blue
蔚
sea.
蓝平静的大海。
Vast oceans.
只有
Peaceful
我
and
自己，
calm.
也就是你自己，
You are the only
轻
person.
轻地躺在海面上。
You lie gently, floating on the water.
你的身体很轻很淡，
My
轻
body
的
is very light,
像一根清清淡淡的羽毛，
light as feather,
无忧无虑，
free of trouble,
自自在在。
with ease and peacefulness.
大家合十感恩，
Put your palms together with gratitude.
轻轻搓搓手，
Gently rub your palms together.
之后搓搓脸，
Gently massage your face.
让自己回到7岁的样子。
Allow yourself to return to when you were 7 years old.
压一压眼眶周围的穴位，
Gently press on the eyes, around the sockets of the eyes, the various meridian point.
再拽一拽耳朵。
And gently pull your ears.
Gently
rub your palms until they are warm.
搓热之后，轻轻搓搓脖子。
And after they are warm, gently massage the back of your neck.
一切颈椎疾病消失。
All neck-related disease disappears.
之后随意拍打全
And
身，
after that,
一切疾
gently
病
pat
消失。
yourself all over, and all disease disappears.
之后呢，你会发
After
现呢，
this, you will
很多
find
疾病
that a
消
lot
失
of
了，不见
disease will disappear. Thank you, Master.
各种各样的，像
All
有
sort of
疼痛
disease.
的，各种疼痛
The
的，
pain that you
哎，
feel,
从今天之后觉
From
得
today
疼痛
onwards,
消失了没有了啊？
you'll find that the pain
还有一
disappears.
些能发现自己的身体中有一些硬块、
Some may
肿
find
块
that there are
啊
some
你能摸
lumps
得
in the
到的，
body.
就发现
Those that you
变
can
软了或者
feel,
就消失
they
了。
become softer or disappears.
哎，更好的呢是这个很多女士
A lot of women,
脸上或手上的
The
一些斑
face, the
点消失
hands,
了。
they have the pigmentations. The pigmentations will
还有
lighten
人
or
做梦打
disappears.
人的毛病也
Or
消失了。
some who have the habits of beating others in the dreams, that
还有
habits will
啊，很多
disappear.
男的特别开
A
心的
lot
是，
of guys be very
发现你老
happy
婆
is that
你
their
老婆不唠
wife,
叨你了，
they
不
stop
骂你了，
scolding
就是
you
他那个内在堵的东西啊
because the internal
通畅
blockage has cleared.
通畅之后，
So when the
就
internal
没有那么
blockage
多
is
的火
clear,
气。
they will not be
这位
able
女
to
士呢，
rage so
到
much.
了更年期
So
之后，
ladies,
会有很
during
多东西
their
是堵塞的，
menopause, a
一
lot of
旦堵
areas
塞
is blocked.
就会情绪
When it's
暴躁
blocked, their
情
emotions
绪
may
暴躁
becomes very
就有了骂人唠
unstable.
叨的事情。
When their emotions
这一旦
becomes
通畅之
unstable,
后呢，
they
通
tend
畅之后
to
他
be
身
very
体感受
reactive.
是很
So
舒
when
适舒服
the
的，之
when
后
the
就
different blockages have
不发
cleared,
火不骂人
they will stop
啊，
scolding
发现
people so
脸色
easily.
变美了
You
啊。
find that their face will
今天说有
becomes
点
more
早，
beautiful.
从
Well,
明天
today
早晨
we
开
may
始
say it too
看自己，
early, but
就发
tomorrow's
现自己怎
onwards,
么这么
you
漂
find
亮
that why is it that they're so beautiful?
啊，像挖到新宝石一
Like
样。
like they may be able to find some treasure.
这个不是开心的事儿，
This
这
is
只是
not
个真实
something
情
for you to be happy, but
对，
this
会
is
发现
just
这样。
a
还有
reality.
那种，做噩梦的就
Some,
开始消失。
when they have dreams, they find that the
掉头
bad
发
dreams
的开始
disappears.
不掉头
So
发
those
啊
who have who keep dropping hairs, they find that the hairs stop dropping. For those who have backaches, they find that the backache disappears. Well, a lot of time, a lot of our disease, the symptoms that we cannot explain. But from today onward, from this moment onwards, you find that you become healthier and prettier. I think that today my blessings is successfully complete. Today the energy is great. It is very intense. I've used my power, my Dharma power, to bring you to 800 years ago. Are you sick 800 years ago? Who are you? Don't know. You are nothing. It's really you are nothing. Not even like anything. Well, where are you then? Are you in the States? No, you have no existence. And that's why you have no disease as well. And today, I hope that today I've used these opportunities to help you clear all the internal blockage. And from today's onwards, I hope that you learn that all disease, you want to view them lightly. Because 800 years ago, you don't have it. Actually, you just think about it. Do you? Are you in existence 80 years ago? No. Just think of yourself. What about 80 years later? Will you still be there? No. Yes, you will be there. You will be the Eastern Pure Land, Eastern Lapis Lazuli Pure Land. That's where you will be 80 years later. In the Eastern Lapis Lazuli Pure Land, you will be with your lover? No, you do not know him. When you go there, you find that you love everyone there. There's no differentiation, no distinctions. Everyone is the same. They are like your doubles. So you find that everyone you see them, you will just gently smile because everyone looks like your own kins. There is this special kinship. And that's why do not be too attached to those happiness, sadness, or sorrow, or bitterness. Do not be so attached to the gains and their loss. Because in that world, everything is very different. The people that you hate in this world, it becomes lovers. The people that you love in the next world, in the Eastern Pure Land. The difference between love and hatred, it is like a signal that you will bounce off one another. Actually, sometimes the love and hate is just very distinct difference. Actually, I just want to tell you, in the human world, there are a lot of conflicts. And as a result, the love that you feel today, the hatred that you feel today, actually, they are like something that happens in the yesterdays. No goodness, no badness. We must learn to observe the world this way. Yesterday, the day before, when you were young, the love that you had in the past, a day of concern. If you committed suicides in your 20s and now you are in your 50s, when you look back, you felt you were a fool. And if you move the time forward, when you're 70 years old, the mistake that you make is also like a fool. Why is it that when you look at your past again, well, because you need time. 300 years later, you look back, you feel that all your attachment or your desire are just like a fool. It is like your 4 years old grandchild cry because of a candy. When she turns 14, she felt that the actions that she made at 4 years old were so dumb. And when she moved to 24 years old and looked back at 14 years old, the actions that was done at 14 years old, they were so silly. So when you were 100 years old, you look at your life again, you feel that your life is full of mistakes. So today, whatever that's of importance, maybe they are of mistake as well. Even the money that you have in the bank. Many old folks, old ladies, they told me, I have 2 grandchildren, 1 grandson, 1 granddaughter. Who should I give to? Well, you're asking, I think I told her, you must balance in your giving. But usually, I think my grandson should have more, my granddaughter would have less. I say, yes, sure. Let's assume that you gave your grandson more, and your grandson has a daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law divorced your grandson. And whatever that you left, your grandson will be split. And you say, oh, I shouldn't do that. I will give to my granddaughter. What if 10 years later, your granddaughter have to divorce? And what do you do? So I think my grandchildren shouldn't get married. So do you want them to have no descendants? No. So the conclusion is you just want to live to your next generation. Do not want to think beyond your second generations. Don't think who is going to spend your money. Well, there are so many possibilities. There are so many potential outcomes. And the old granny asked me, Master, when should I pass the money to them? I said, when you die completely, then you pass the money to them. Why? Because you're in your 70s now. What if you live to 90s? Well, if you give them when you're in your 70s, so what happens when you turn 71 and you're sick? Nobody will look after you. So from 71 years old till your 90s, and if you're sick, nobody will look at you. So you want to make sure that you are dead. So who should give them? Well, the lawyers will allocate them. So does it mean that you have no issues? No, you will still have problems. You will find that your grandson and your granddaughter will scold you that you're not fair. So what should I do? Well, it's all up to you. Because anyway, when you die, the money doesn't belong to you. So the granny now suddenly realized, I will spend the money before I died. And I said, well, that's very wise. And I asked the granny, how do you spend? And the granny said, I will have good food. And I said, can you digest? And they said, no, actually, my doctor always remind me that I have high cholesterol and high blood pressure because I can't eat much because I have old age. So you have to watch your diet. Not only you cannot digest well, it can become new disease. So what should I do? She asked. And I say, why don't you just donate or do some charity so that, or you can light a lot of Buddhas, or you can offer lights before Buddha so that you have less cases of divorce for your grandson and granddaughter so that you'll be on the right path. Do you think that is a way out? So the blessings successfully completed. Thank you, Master. Do you have anything to share? Thank you, Masters. Now we have a lot of our internet friends that shares a lot. And they share that the beautiful feelings when they receive the blessings from Masters. One shared that, well, Master, in the past, in my thigh, I felt that there was a growing numb. When I touched again, the pain disappears. Well, it really disappears. Thank you, Masters. That's great. Any more sharing? Master says the Qinglu shares that. Thank you, Masters. When you were beating my left shoulders, the pain, the numbness disappears. That is great. And next, there's another one. Another one shares that, Master, thank you, Masters, for your sharing. A month ago, at the right side, I have some intense pain, and I couldn't actually raise my hands. And after, I couldn't raise my arms. And after Master's blessing, I was able to raise my arms easily. This is great, Master. Thank you for the blessing.
很好，恭喜恭喜！
Congratulations. That's great news.
师傅好，这边有个金
Master,
星影
there's
网友，
Jing
他
Xing
说
Ying
感恩
shares
师
that,
傅，
thank you,
感
Masters.
觉浑身
I
舒
feel
畅，
that my
感觉
entire
自己
body
的骨头
relaxed.
都
I
要
feel
化掉
that
似的，
my bones
很
is like
舒服，
melting
还
away.
打了几
It
个
was a
嗝，
great feeling.
胃
I
部
had a
也
few
感觉
burps.
到舒服
And
了，
after I
感恩
burp
师傅
out,
慈
my
悲加
tummy,
持
my
护佑。
stomach feels a lot better. Thank you. That's great. That's another Yen shares that, Masters, after you do that, I was able to stand up and I was able to work.
说明过去脚痛，
Well, it means that in the past, the pain has been quite serious in the past. I think we have a few persons had the pain when they're old. They have the same issues.
师傅这边有一位
Masters,
卢
we
筹
have
网
another
友，
one,
他
Lu
说他
Chou,
本来头
shares
很
that
痛，
actually they
听
have a
了师
very
傅的加
intense
持之
headache.
后，目
After
前头不
listening
痛
to
了，感恩
Master's
师傅。
blessing, the headache
我
disappears.
相信有很
Thank
多
you,
大
Master.
家会
I think
得
many
到
of you
好处。
will receive a
关于
lot
哪些人
of
得到好处
advantage
呢？
and benefits.
是我
Who
们
are
所
these
有的
people?
网友都
All,
会得到好
all
处。
our internet
体会就
friends
知道了。
will receive the benefits.
每个人都
Just
会
feel
得
it.
到好处
I'm
益
sure
处
all
啊
of you
那么
will
这个益处
receive the
现在就
benefits.
不分享
So
了。
now
如果
we'll
你
not share the
如果真
benefits,
想
but
分
if
享
you
的话
want
呢，
to
你可以
share,
写信写
you
到我的
can
邮
write
箱
in to my
这个邮
mailbox.
箱就是叫不
And
想虚度
the mailbox is 不想虚度.
能把那个邮
Can
箱
you
打出
just
来啊？
put that on the screen, please? That is 不想虚度 @gmail.com. You
不
can
想
write
虚
a
度
letter
那
to
个邮箱
Masters.
啊，你呢写的就更详细一些，
So you can write
更
in
详细一
details,
些。如果我们读的习惯了啊，
and we
都
feel
会
like
给一些礼物给你哈。
if we
刚才
like it,
网
we
友
will actually have a
所
gift.
说
You
的这
receive
个
a
内容
gift.
哈，比较好的这个分享呢，
So those who have
也
good
会寄礼物
sharings,
给他
we
们，
will
好
also
吧？
send the gifts to them. Thank you, Masters, and congratulates to
就
you.
是我们并不是说希望说奖励你，你
So
赶快
it
来
is
说，
not that we
不是这
want
样。
to offer you a
我们付
prize,
出的
give you a
每一
prize,
份
and then
礼
you
物，
quickly write
不
to
管
me.
它表
No,
面看
it
是
doesn't
价
matter
值
what
多
is the
高多
actual
低
value
哈，
of the
至少
prize.
有我真诚的
It
祝
has
福。
my
我是希
sincere
望呢，所有人能够
blessings. I hope that
佩戴着
all
我给的这
who
个礼
receive
物
the
啊，或
blessing
者是我们这些
or
更
all
贵重的
the
宝物，
very
那么
special
佩戴者
blessed
呢都
items,
能够出入平安。
all will receive great blessing.
因为今天我们总是
And
要使用交通
because
工具，
now all of
由于
us
那
will
个
need to
速度呢
go
给我们
out,
带来了很多的
and
好处，
if we
可是也
receive
带
a
来一
lot
些
of
风险啊。
these days we need to ensure safety because we are on the road a lot. So when we are on the road a lot, we want to make sure that. I think the other thing is that we want to get rid of disease and receive protections to avoid calamities, and also to have better sleep.
收到，感恩师傅。
Thank you,
当然
Master.
还有更好的东西，就是希望你真有那个
I do hope
本
that
量的缘分
you
和承
have
受力
that.
的话呢，希望能够多发点财。
I hope that you have the your ability to
那么还有一
receive,
种
you will
呢，
be able to
在
make
我
greater
祝愿之中
fortune.
呢，
And
希望
not only
佩戴
that,
这些宝
I
物的
hope
人
all
呢，
who
能
receive, who wear
增加一
this,
点人格魅力。
will be
这样一
more
看就会喜
attractive,
欢你，
so that when
好吧？
people look at you, they'll find you
既能容易做
attractive.
生意，
You'll be
也
able to
能够
receive
容
the
易
great
恋
blessings,
爱结婚，
and
好
not
吧？
only that, you'll be able to find a life partners
还有
easily.
有一些特别的宝物呢，
And
是
there are
能
some
够
very special one, some
比较
special
容易
blessing.
使得已婚的女士容
It's
易得
easier
到
for
宝贝
those
啊，得到
who
宝宝
who are married will receive
没听懂
真是太好了哈！
对呀，还能给
battle
就是有后代的意思。
to have future
没
generations.
说收到呀，
Well, you must say received. I received.
哎，关键时候不吭声了哈。
Well, important time you must say I
不知道那个
received.
宝贝是什么哈？
You don't even know what
是
is
无
that.
价的宝贝。
That's invaluable blessings. because having descendants is an invaluable blessing. So today, you have anything to share? Master, it is such an opportunity. We like Masters I saw Masters has a lot of, have some special blessing for us. And during this time, a lot of friends wrote in and say that Masters hope that Masters can help them. Sometimes they feel themselves that why is it that their mind is not clear? It's like they lost their part of their soul. And some, they themselves experience some shocks. Or at night when they're resting, they may see some uneasy sight, maybe some dark shadows. So I want to ask Master, for those, what should we invite? Buddhas or some special heavenly deities that can protect these so that they can be saved? Well, actually, like what we say earlier, all the blessed items, it doesn't matter even though if it's a small stones, it will be able to provide protections to you. But if it's original materials that has some abilities to provide some form, some stabilities to the house, it will be even better. So when you have these two benefits, and if you have a history, if your some great masters has chants and bless it, like some special Buddhas or some Dharma protections items, then it will have even greater protections. We have many such incidents where some families, they are not very calm at home, so they need to have some special Dharma protections like special blessed beads or the tantric statues, some of the tantric statues that has very fierce looking, it will be able to provide protections to the house. It will be stronger, provide stronger protections to the house. So Masters, we are very fortunate. So today we have one very special, very old such great deity's protector. Can Master help us? Do you remember what is the name of this? It is, this is a really great. This is a great Buddha statue. It is the greatest Buddhas in the universe. Well, whether it's good looking or not, it is not important. But this is one that you can actually wish the good, provide great blessings to your family. You look at the image. So if you invite it and offer it, maybe it can help you to extend your lifespan. I'm not sure, everyone is different. But definitely you'll be able to help you with your families, and it will help to ensure all positive, get rid of all negativities from your family, and provide protections to you. So this is a heavenly deity. It probably has 2 years. It probably has 200 years of history. So I just want to share this with you. Master, I remember that you shared before that a lot who invite some of this not only protect their life, this current life, but a lot of time they can be.
留给子孙后代，给他们糟蹋了，对不对？但是如果我家里有这样的一个传家宝的话，
So if you have something like this at home,
往生了，我去了东方，
when you pass on, what happens?
传家宝传给我的子孙，
Can you pass on to the next generation? Yes. Everyone will be very blessed, so that the future will also have a lot of blessing. So actually, a lot of people don't know. They don't know because they chase a lot of stuff. And
它没有一个保存的价值。
they don't have
像这些我们在佛门之中的很多法宝，现在是天天在网上涨这个价钱。因为我看到好多
I've seen a lot of good Buddha's value.
太贵了。
A lot of all these statues are very expensive. Next year will be more expensive. 20 years later, it will be more expensive. It is just like that.
这种好处。
Because many people find the benefits.
很多人都当代人在讲投资哈。
A lot of people talk about
这个
investment.
通货膨胀贬值
Actually, with
造成的
inflations,
好多
in
货
fact,
币放10年
a
之后
lot
其
of
实它就在贬
a lot of currencies are depreciating in values. So
买好车
sometimes
10年之后是升值还是贬值啊？
you can buy a new car, a good car. What happens? Is that appreciation or is that depreciation? Well, the moment that you buy an expensive car, you drive it for a month.
也没有碰撞
Well,
好好的
100,000.
哪怕才跑了
It's
100
still
公里
brand new.
开回
After
车
one
10万块钱的变成
after
多少
1
钱
month, what happens? What's the value of the
大约
car?
好的车可能
A
是
good
8万
car
和7
may be
万
left
严
with
重的变成了
80,000.
5万
Well, some are only left with 50,000. What about when you use it for 4 years or 5 years? What's the value of the car? It depreciates so much, almost no value. Although the car may still be in good working order. But all these Buddhas, statues, are raising in price every day and every year. So Sister Uli now says that you just pass on to your future generations. Don't even talk about its appreciating values. It is protecting your child. They will be on the right path. They will do the right
甚
thing.
至是有事业
And not
他是一
only
个
that,
真正的接班人
they will be a successor.
长辈哈，拼杀一辈子，事业有所
For
成就。
some, the parents, they work so hard, they created a business. But they find that the three descendants, none is capable enough to take on the business. A lot of time, the parents cried because they have no successors. What's lacking? What's missing? There means that energy, the positive, auspicious energy. So you must accumulate more merits, do more virtuous acts so that your descendants will be on the right path. So that in the future, your descendants will be able to take on your business or they'll be successful in their business. Actually, for families that are rich, they find, or wealthy families, they find that that is their greatest concern. Master, I just want to ask you, for our own family, sometimes but why is it that sometimes the life that we live is not so good, or our business is not making so much money? Sometimes it may have negative impact on our wedding. Is there anything that we can invite that can help us to change this feng shui so that we will be more auspicious or have better luck? You said a few things actually. First, you talk about harmonious relationships between the husband and wife. So you need to have the main Buddhas at home. And not only that, you want to ensure the relationships we use are usually treasure vase. Treasure vase.
你的所有的能量进来，包括对煞气哈，这个气进来了，它有的是煞，是冲煞的，是不好的。
And sometimes there are things that are not so good. So, if you are special at the windows, they are good vase, treasure vase. These are actually important because they are able to invite and change and transform. Actually, not doesn't mean that anything is any perpetually bad. No, it's not. So our treasure vase will help to change. For example, the wind. If it's like the wind is like a line, the line when it blows on you, on your head, well, all of you know this. But actually, this is not bad energy. So what is a bad energy? It is when your body is weak. So that's one of them. Sometimes there are some evil spirits. So if you have the Buddhas, so what happens is it becomes a positive energy. So like
这个本事怎么来？这个真正的很久了，上百年以上的这些宝贝。
So you need something that's have some times, like for example, a few hundred years, or being used by some highly regarded gurus or some masters. So I say that you must put some of this vase, to put at this specific location.
无论我们认为是好的、坏的能量，都进行转化。
So when whoever that actually invited will benefits it. So it's as simple as that. So whoever that invited and placed in your house, then it will bring benefits to you. A lot of time we do not know. So we see all of this, we do not know. But Master, you say it very well.
都是通过我们家里摆件就可以调整的，让它特别的和谐圆满啊。那师父今天现场也看到一个非常奇特的这样的一个摆件，这是块大石头，可是大石头当中呢，又是一个圆溜溜的大孔。
And Master, is there some special thing?
师父，这件是什么样的个宝贝呀
？What is these items that we see now?
哎，这是中国极为奇特的一种石头。
This is a very special
如果
stone.
用金属或用另外一块小石头敲打它的话，
So if you hit it,
它会发出
you find
像
that
金属一般
it
的声
sounds
音。
like a very special. It has like a
因为你应该有
like a
中国
metal.
的一些对明石头的一些认识吧？
对对对。
啊，
一
所以
小
You
小
you
的
knows anything
有
about the
看着
stone?
有点古怪的石
It
头，
looks some
在
weird.
中
This
国
may
有两
look
三种。
对，就是我们
第一种，
老
就是
家那边就是有太湖石。
对
那种，
太湖石是第二种。
哦。
第一种数上最厉害的、最有价值的是灵璧石。
So one type of stone is Lingbi stone. It is very
它在就
special.
是敲击的话呢，它会出现那种有点金属的声音。我试试啊，这是块。
So this is a wood.
是，很脆。对。
因为它的这个整个石头的这个都是比较厚重的圆的部分哈。如果是一个长片状的，
Well, if it's a long one, well, you may feel that it has the singing bowl.
这个是天然的，
And this is
前后面都
natural.
是天然的。
This one is
这
natural.
样一个圆形的，
This has a circle stone.
非常的难得少见，真的不多见。
这个长得真的非常不一样哈。
对。就你看这个角度看过去，就好像是一个月亮。
Well, you look at
我感觉
it.
好像这个石头里面就套着一只月，一
This
个
is
月
like
亮
a
一样的感觉
special
哈
moon
怎么会
inside.
这么别有洞天的这种感觉。
对，古人呢会把这样的著名的、看似比较奇特的这种奇石哈，他把它称为叫供石。有人是供天、供地、供佛菩萨、供祖先，都有用这个供石。这就是天造的一种东西。
Well, this is something that's created by
它不
heaven.
是我们人工打磨出来的。
You look at the whole
天然
image. This
成
is
的这个
whole
样子。
piece is natural,
是这样的，
naturally
奇特吧
created.
好奇特呀！
对呀，你要人造都想不出造这么个样来。
对，师傅给他起了个很好
So
听的
Master
名
has
字
a
叫
great name for
福
it.
地洞天啊，就
It's
是
a
可是
great-
家里如果把它作为一个风水的摆件，那也是这个福气都齐天齐地了，都已
是呢
经哈，
是呢。
中间呢看是这个样子。
So it
像个
actually
圆
means
满
a great
是吧
fortune.
上面有个天桥。
So what does it look? It looks
所以
like
代
a
表着
bridge.
什么呢？也是化解一切烦恼，度过一切需要度过的难关。
So basically, you'll be able to clear
对，
obstacles.
也代表这个家庭和睦
It also
圆
means
满
that the family
这样
is harmonious relationship. That is great.
对，
这种奇特的石头，为什么
Such
中国
special
人
stones.
古代就把它叫灵璧石？
Why is it that it's called a
在
specially
2500多
special
年
one?
前之前哈，那个时候大家都懂得有一位
Because
大名叫老子
2,000 years ago, people
老
know
子对
that
灵璧
the
石是情有
Lao
独
Tzu,
钟
Lao Tzu
是这样
liked
的。
this type of
我觉得
stones.
这个名字甚至都是他起的。
I think these names could be
灵璧
by
是这个
her.
名石头，
It
就感
just
觉都是有
Lingbi. It just means that the stone has spirit.
灵石。
It's a special stone.
明天要下雨了。
Say tomorrow
它
it's
这
going
个
to
石头
rain.
的背面
If you look
就开
at the
始出汗
stone, you will start to have
哎
some
对
some like
对，最重要
droplets.
的是你能
What
够
is important
在
is
去
that
使用它的时
when
候
you
会
use
带给
it,
你那个灵
it will
性
bring you
和
some
启发
special
你觉得
inspirations.
一块石头能带给我什么？ 这个你真是不懂哈。如果你也看过《聊斋志异》的话，你就懂得了哈。甚至像这个《红楼梦》，贾宝玉生下来嘴里含了块宝玉，一块石头。
奇哉奇哉。
对，所以说人类也好，这个天地间的万物也好，都是这个整个自然孕育造化的啊，这是非常奇特，所以它能带给你灵感。
So it can bring you
能够使你的
inspirations.
家族事业吉祥圆满。
Will bring you
夫妻
auspiciousness,
和和
and your husband and wife will have enjoyed a good
师
relationships.
父
长见识了。
对，我们也学到了。
是，大家对这个灵璧石开始有点印象了啊。对。
So now you
然后我
have
收藏
some.
了大概
So I think I
有
kept
6块
this.
这样的
I think I have
灵璧
5 or
石
6 of
这
this,
是其中一个最美的
and
一
this
个
is one of the most
很少有
beautiful
这么
one.
一个样子。
Seldom they have something like
底下
this.
配的这个木头宝座也特别好，
And this
这是
wooden
量
is
身
very
定造
nice.
的，特别的文雅考究，
是，真好看。
好看，
对一
很考究，
看就是高大上。
对，高大上。
对，
很考究。
师傅想请教你
Master, I
我
want to
前面
ask
这
you,
个狮子
what about this,
特别的
Master?
可
This
爱
lion is
造
really
型特
beautiful
别的
and the
好
shape is really good.
师傅能给我们
Master,
介绍
can
一
you
下
try
可以。
to
好，感恩师
try
傅
to explain to
那个
us
狮
what
子的
this
话呢
lion is?
比较早哈，因为上头没有明确的写这是哪一年。
Well, this is
但
much
是我根
earlier.
据它那
There's
种
no
综合的特征
no
判断呢
indications of
是
the
差不多
age,
元代
but
和
I
明代
would
早
assume
期
it's
的那个
between
样子
Yuan and
狮
Ming,
子。
the Yuan
你看着关键
dynasties
是
or
黑乎
Ming
乎的，
dynasties.
是黑乎
It
乎
looks
的
really
以
dark,
为
right?
都以
And
为
you
是
think
生铁
that,
铸造
well,
的，
is it
其实不
made
是
of bronze?
它那个
No,
爪子
it's
上
not.
啊，爪子
If you
就
look
像
at the
放在
claws,
在底座上吧，会磨出来就有黄铜色。
it is actually some yellow bronze.
那么离现在的话，
So it's
我觉得
probably
应该至少有700-800年。
It's probably about 700 to 800
但
years
是它外
already.
表怎么看着都是
But
黑
no
的呢？
matter what you look at it, the outside
对，
is
它
just
是放
dark
这个黑是上香那个香烟给熏的。
because
那
they
你知道它放在
offer.
什么地方
So
吗？
do you know where is this place? Because because of the incense, the smoke, that's why it becomes dark. Sometimes it's offered at the. It is at the altar. It was offered. It was actually at the
也有
altar.
人家里供神的哈，供
Some
神的
have
神
offered to
桌
heavenly
前
deities, so
啊
it was
那个
placed
灵
there.
台上供的这个狮子啊，那这个狮子的它的右腿上还趴了一只小狮子。
And there is a small little
一只
lion.
母狮子带
So
着
this
一
is
只
actually a
中
female
国雕刻
lion,
狮子哈，通常是一
auspicious
对，
lions.
但是
So
母狮子
usually
呢
they have a
就是
pair.
它的
Usually for lions, they
脚
usually
下
carve a
或者
pair.
在腿上有一只小狮
But
子。
if you look at it, there's a
带
little
小狮子
cubs.
的就是母
So
的。
those that with
那
a
么
ba-
公的呢
with a
是
cubs
爪
is
子上
actually
踩了
the
一只
is actually
圆的
the female.
对，是这样的哈。
So if
那
it's
现在
a
这个狮
male,
子呢，我
it's
们有
not.
单
They
个
don't
的
have
一个
this.
啊
So now we only
那
have
么狮
one
子的寓
lion.
意呢，
And what does
有
it
好几
mean?
种。
It has a few
首
auspicious
先第一个
meaning.
就
First,
是在古代哈，大家
During
如果
the ancient
回
time,
到元代和清代的时候，
during
你
the Yuan,
你仔
and
细
Qing,
回忆一下，
you
或者回
just
家
think
搜索
about
一下
it, or
啊
you just search
那个武官呢，武官啊，武将
the
的官员
facial,
呢，
the
他是用
the
这
general
个
or
食
the
肉野兽的这个形象，在胸前有一块儿哈，来表示他的官职。
usually for the high-ranking officer,
狮
they
子老
wear
虎就是
something,
大王级的
and they
啊，
have
通常会分为秦
like
王啊，
auspicious
带
animals.
兵的那种
So,
大
for
元帅
example,
啊，
the
是
general
这样的
or
旗
those
帜
that are very
表示。
close to the emperor,
那
they will
文官
have
呢
that.
就是鸟类的，就是羽毛类的来代表。
So for those,
所以
so
武
there
官
are
就
two
带食
types.
肉类的这个
So
野兽。
one that are
所以
like
在
the
这
general
个
type,
这个狮子
they
的
will
本
have
身
like
呢，就带有
lions
说
as an
将来
image.
为人师表。
It
听起
also
来为人
means
师表
that
什么了不
it
起的？
looks very, it will be very strong. It just
在
represented
古
the
代的
person will
农
be
业社
strong.
会的时候，
Because don't remember, don't
农业社
forget
会
in the
大家
past, it's
最
people,
最
a lot
辛
of
苦的
people
靠
is
双
a
手
is
和你的身体
agricultural, is
去
the
到
main
田
line
地
of
里去
business.
耕
So
田
people have to work very hard in the farm.
这个职业。那么刚才我说为人师表，去给人当老师，古人都称为先生。先
So
生
for
里头
those
分
who
两
are
种，
teachers,
一种
there
先
are
生
two
当
type
老
of
师，另
teachers.
外
One
还有
is
给人看
to
病的医
teach,
生。
and
很
the
多
other
地方
one
也
known
把
as
它
the
叫
teachers
先生。
is also
先
physicians,
生的
is
意
also
思是
known
指
as
像
shi.
古代
So what it
更早
means
时候
is
叫
that
什么什么子一样，
it
就是一
has
位
it
伯
just more
爵的
noble
大
person
师。
or people who were
啊，
knowledgeable
被称
or
为
what
先生。
a more
那就是
knowledgeable
读书
person.
人。
So people who have
读书
knowledge.
能够以致用的，一个是
So people who can use their knowledge, there are two. One is a teacher, one is a physician. And third, you must be a high-ranking officer. So, do you think it's important to have that? And the other reason is it has a power, it has courage, so it's able to acquire wealth. So in the past, no matter where you put in the altar or whether in the house, if you have the lion facing at your neighbors, your neighbor will be angry. Do you know why? They don't like to have lion facing at them. But if you want to have this, you must make sure that the mouth is facing outwards, not inwards. Remember that? So the face must face outwards of the house, not inwards. I think, Masters, you also taught us before that lions, especially with the young cubs, it has a good meaning. During Qing dynasties, it has... There are some people, so Tai Shi is actually the emperor's teacher. Sao Shi is the prince teacher. So it means that it's a very noble one as well. So it has a certain meaning as well. And usually in the past, if you are not the average commoner person, cannot have these lions, because the emperor says that only the ordinary commoner cannot have lions. If you see the people's house who have 2 stones, so they have these 2 stones at the house. So I went to Tainan, one temple. So they have two huge stones. They don't allow to have two lions because they are not at that level. So if they are good level, then they will have 2 auspicious carved stone lions at the gate, guarding the gate. I went to Sanxi's, one of the wealthy men. He have 2 good. And it is kneeling down. Why? Because they dare not have such fierce or such auspicious animal. Why are we telling people this? So you must know that lions is actually very powerful, and that's why when you have that, it's not for the average commoner. You must understand that you need a person of higher status in order to offer this at home. Thank you, Masters, for giving us such great fortune. All these auspicious items that we have, these are auspicious, or even like ink, the ink that they use for the so even like the so-called the inks, the stones that we use, the ancient time, the Chinese like to use calligraphies, or the items for calligraphies. These are all very auspicious because it has good significance, good meanings. It is like the Taiwanese, they like to bring the kids to go to the temple to pray. So there's these deities that especially help to gain wisdom. Why do the kids go and pray to that deities? Well, because they all want to become a high-ranking officers. So in the past, there's a different type of social ranking. The first is the 士. 士 means high-ranking officers. Why? Because those that work in the government service, they get very highly paid. The second is 龙 is farmers. The third is 公 is workers, and the fourth is 商 is businessmen. So that is a hierarchy, social hierarchy in the past.
是这样，时代不同了哈，对。
So if you want to great auspiciousness or great wealth, you need knowledge. You need knowledge in order to gain greater wealth. Now, if you just have the physical strength, you can't gain much wealth. So now is really a time where knowledge is the key. In Taiwan, there is a company that is very, very popular. Do you know what is the company? 太极殿. Can I ask you, people who work there, is that good? Good. These are very intellectuals, the best people, the best students from Taiwan, and that's why they all got a job in 太极殿. They are in the forefront of the technology. They do a lot of chips, and the chips are very advanced. And all latest technology, they need these chips, these chip makers. If they don't have this chip, they will not be able to move. Isn't it amazing? And I think this is what is this great technology? Technology is knowledge that turns into commercialized, becomes a product. It's just like a cell phone. You can have a TV. You can have. It has actually even like camera. Or even the. You can even actually measure your blood pressure. So this cell phone will be able to make predictions to the day that you will leave the world, because the handphone has become so advanced that it has advanced so much. Does the kids love to study? If your kids don't like to study, why don't you invite one of the special? You must invite some of this, the pen holder. These are really good because these are very old already and has a lot of auspicious energy. Why is it that a brush holder has so much carving? Why? It is only when you study the most. Study is the easiest to gain wisdom, to gain knowledge. And when you gain a lot of knowledge, you will be able to be in management, be in technology. Well, today, if you're just a housewife, you will not be able to gain wisdom. You will not be able to make a fortune. So if you're married, you must be, if you are a daughter-in-law, you must be able to have both career and manage the households well. So basically, these days, the daughter-in-law have to be very good in everything, not only just career, not only just managing the house, but they must be able to manage the career well. So it's actually not easy to reach this state. Well, if you are not at that level, then I think you should learn. Where should you learn? You should learn. Come and learn from us. Learn from me. So the lot of treasure is for you to learn. Because the reason why I can learn this is because I was young and I'm able to learn this. I learned them very young. So all these are
哦，收这
knowledge.
些宝物都是知识来
I
的。
kept this, and they
好
provide
了，
me with
今
a
天
lot
还
of
要有
knowledge.
重点，要跟网友们再介绍一下。今天我们现场的呢，我们这些学员都是很有福气的
Actually,
啊
a lot
今
of
天到了现
our
场，给师
students
傅
here
在行礼
are
的时候
very
看到
good.
法台上啊，就供着一幅很精美、很精美的画，我们第一次看到，可
We
能
have
有一些网
seen
友都
a
还没
lot
来
of
得及。
看
beautiful
见啥了？
对，你再
pictures.
看
Can you look at this
对
at the
菩萨
back?
像旁边有这么
Besides
好的
the
一幅画，
bodhisattvas as a
好多人
painting,
我们就睁大眼
many
睛看
people
看
are looking
看
at
我
it
看到了
and
这幅画的名
when they
字，
see the
这
name,
是师傅的亲笔
this
的
is
画作
Master's。special
它的名
painting.
字更让我觉
And
得
the
我也想
name,
请教师傅一
I want
探
to ask
究竟，
Master,
叫同时在两个世界。
together in two different
再
worlds.
念一遍，这幅画的名字叫
The name of
同
this
时在两
picture
个世界。
is in
我
two
就
worlds
一
at
下
the
子我
same
就在
time.
画前我就怔住了，
I was
所以这个时候
stunned the
真
moment
请
I
教
see
师傅
this. So I want to
师傅
ask
您在画
Master,
这幅画作的时候，
Master, when you
您
were
是怎
painting
样的一
this,
种想法？
what was in your thought?
因为我同时在两个世界，
Because I'm in two worlds.
斗胆
我上面彩色的，
The color that
我
I
彩
have,
色的，
the
我
color
有
at the
直觉
top
的，
is my
在
intuitions.
用笔画，
And when
可
I
是我的
draw,
脑
but in
我的
my
手
brain, my
都
hands
不是我自
are
己的
not
意识
I
在
am
操
is
作。
not controlled by my consciousness.
下面的墨色的画，
So the
这
darker
根本不
tone
是我画的，
is not what I paint.
是谁画的我不
Who
知道。
painted, I do not know.
我是晚上先画不了，实在睁不开眼睛。
I
我
drew
就
and I
坐在那
couldn't
睡着
sleep.
了
I sat there and
等
I
醒来之后，
doze off. When I wake up,
这画作已经完成了。
this
这真不一
painting
样。
is completed.
但是我告诉你的是，
But let me
我
tell
告
you,
诉所有的网友，
and I
我
tell
那个屋
everyone,
里头我胆儿小，
my
我的
house
窗户
was a
和门
bit
都钉
small.
好的，
My house is,
没
I
人
have
进得
good
来，
window
就
and
变
I
成
have
这个样
good
子。
door,
哎
so no
我
one
就
comes
摸不
in.
清这底
So
下这个部
I
分
have
是
no
谁画的？
idea who drew this for me, who drew the
难道
bottom
是
for
护
me.
法神给画的？
Could it be some
我看
heavenly
了半天我看
deities,
不懂啊！
protected
我
deities?
需要有觉悟的人去悟。
I need
我
someone
相信会有人
who
从中
who is
在
enlightened
看这个画的
to
时候，
see it.
会对做大事业的人会获得最
I
大的
think
启发。
some will
原来
gain
这是画给你的
inspiration because this painting is for
里面的
you.
寓意不光是对一件事儿，
It is not
对
for
好
one
多件事
specific
当中的解
matters.
法和出路就在里头。
There are a lot of way
所以
out
这幅
is
画是
in
这
this
么来的，
painting.
是这
That's
么
how
形
we
成
have
的。
this painting.
因为下面这个画儿我没办法用笔去能完成画成这种样子。
Because I
上面的
can't
彩
draw
色的
this
块儿
the
你能看
bottom,
出来，
but you
它
can
是
see the
能手
top.
画的，
That's
底下
something
没
that
办
I
法。
can paint
对，
是
by
很
my
奇特
hands.
的
But
这
the
样的一种
bottom,
图
the
案。
ink
感觉像
portions,
天意
you
形
can find that it is
只
very
是这两天你在翻我的
different.
画的时候，看到这幅，哎，很奇特。关于这个名字把物理吸引住了。
I
让我
think the
解
name
释
attracts you. So
上
if
课
you
前
want
还
me
问我师傅
to,
到底什么意思啊？
you
到底
even
哪两
ask
个
me,
我就不
what
想
does
说，
it mean? What are the two
因为
worlds? I don't
太
want to
奇
say
迹了，
this
太
because
神奇了，它的
this is
产
too
生是
special.
莫
Its
名其妙
creation
产
is
生的。
just out of nowhere. This painting created out
啊，
of
几天
nowhere.
之后，
A
我
few
就起了
days
这个名
later,
给它写上，
I decided on
就
this
是这样。
name.
这是几年前的，
So this was a few years ago. This
不是
painting
谁
was.
和我合作的这么一幅画，
So I don't know who
是谁
was
不知道，
cooperating with me to create
啊，
this painting.
就是这样的哈。所以就是今天给大家露一露啊。
So I just want to share this
师
with you.
傅
Thank you, Master.
好像物资好像刚才要说什么事儿呢？没说哈。如果没说就算了。今天我们
听得
我
陶
对，我们
醉了。
对，陶醉在里面。
我说我加持只用1个半小时给自己定的，你现在一看
Well,
快
I've
2个半
already,
小
I've
时了，
only set
终于
myself
到
an
后头
hour
你
and
再
a
啰
half.
嗦一些没有用的
So
东西
now
啊。嗯，
you
因
have
为今天
wasted
我
more
饿
than
啊，
more
那个
more
给大家加
time.
持我也挺累的。
I'm actually quite
好，
tired
今天
now.
我们的直播就
So
到这里哈。
this marks
下
the
个礼拜
completions
日，
of
下
our
个礼拜
energy
日就是
blessing.
亚洲时间的下个礼拜
So
天
next
哈，
Sunday,
上午10点钟我们会
10
继
o'clock,
续为
we
大
will
家加持
continue the
哈。
energy blessing.
好，谢谢所有的
Thank
网
you
友朋友。
all.
好，好，祝大家健
Wishing
康
all
长寿，
health and longevities,
幸福吉祥，
auspiciousness
夫妻
and
和
happiness,
睦。
and great relationships. And for those looking for relationship,
啊，希
wishing
望
you
大家
find
发
the perfect
财。
match and wishing you
我们
gain
下
wealth
个礼
and
拜
great
日再
fortunes. I
见。
see you next Sunday. Thank you, Master.
就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红点里，人生变得神奇。我智慧了，我宽容了，我慈悲了，我自在了。因为有了你，生命变得更坚定，不忧忧虑。因为有了你，日子不再有哭泣，不再有恐惧。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红点里，人生就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。小小的红点里，人生变得神奇。我智慧了，我宽容了，我慈悲了，我自在了。因为有了你，了解生命的真理，修行的意义。因为有了你，日子犹如彩虹般美丽。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。我快乐了，我美丽了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与您相遇。小小的红点里，人生就此欢喜。我快乐了，我健康了，我幸福了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，让我与你相遇。